Welcome back. Amongst the casualties of war is one that is rarely spoken of or even acknowledged. The impact of military warfare on the environment in the north has been significant. Years of bombing and shelling have decimated large areas of land, damaging the region's flora and fauna and irrevocably altering existing ecosystems. The fighting is now over, but there are new concerns: how to ensure that the people's needs are being fulfilled without causing further ecological harm. The dilemma faced by environmentalists and communities is best illustrated by the recent developments at the Wilpattu National Park. The construction of a road through the park has resulted in disagreements between these two groups. The challenge now is to reach a consensus that will ensure that the environment is safeguarded without compromising the rights of the people.
Covering an area of more than 400 square kilometers and spanning inland from the northwest coast to the Anuradhapura district, this is Sri Lanka's largest national park, a typical dry zone jungle that is home to many species, including leopard and elephant. The Wilpattu National Park is also characterized by the villus, or huge water holes from which the park gets its name. It is Sri Lanka's most popular wildlife destination, although there have been long periods when visitors were denied access due to the war and security conditions. In fact, since the 1980s, security forces have been present in the park to varying degrees. The LTT too were active, staging several ambushes against government personnel within the park. As a result, the Wilpattu National Park was closed in 1987, reopened to the public in 2003 for 4 years, and now once more since March 2010. In addition to the security forces, illegal timber traders and poachers have also been active in the park, although somewhat curtailed by the military presence. Today it is the construction of roads within the Wilpattu National Park that is causing concern for environmental groups in the country.
මෙතන LTT ගේ වැදගත්ම ස්ථානයක් වෙලා තියෙනවා. මොකද කුදිරමලේ ඉඳලා අපේ නායක යාත්‍රාවලට පහර දීම් කරලා තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේ මුඩි ඉඳලා කරලා තියෙනවා. මෙතනින් තමයි ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ ප්‍රධාන සැපයුම් මාර්ගයක් තිබිලා තියෙන්නේ.
According to environmental activists, the construction of 2 large roads was begun during the period the park was under the control of the security forces. One of these is 35 kilometers long and was opened to the public in January 2010. Less is known about the other road, which runs along the coast, but there is speculation that it may relate to new tourist development plans for the area. Environmental groups say there is significant damage to the environment caused by the construction and the presence of such roads.
අඩි 100ක් විතර පළල නව මාර්ගයක් ඉදි කරලා තියෙනවා මුහුදු තීරේ. ඒ කියන්නේ දිගටම පාර සුද්ධ කරලා.
සමහර විට පුරාවිද්‍යාඥයෝ අද දවසේ දන්නේ නැති වෙනත් ස්ථානත් විනාශ වෙලා ඇති කියලා අනුමාන කළ හැකි. ඒ අරෙන්න ප්‍රාග් ඓතිහාසික ස්ථාන තියෙනවා මේ පෙරළ දිගට.
This particular road cuts across the national park from one end to the other, and it has been constructed for security purposes, for which we have no problem, but subsequently it had been given for being used by the civilians for daily travel. Now the problem is having a road open for the civilian traffic is that so many vehicles would be plying to and fro in this road every day. It was a jeep track that was established well before the Wilpattu National Park was established. And after the Wilpattu became a national park, and after so many parts of the area were annexed to the Wilpattu National Park, this jeep track went into disuse. And if it is a jeep track, that is not a big issue because it's a very narrow road. And what we have seen now is a newly constructed highway type of a road, which is far more wide than a jeep track, and where vehicles can go at a certain speed, hazarding to the animals. And also the other factor is that this road is newly constructed, and that means it may need repairs from time to time. We can't equate the old jeep track with this new road, although part of it is used by the new road.
Environmental groups are challenging the existence of the old Manor Road. They say that according to the laws governing the Wilpattu National Park, no such road existed or is permissible within the park. Muslims living in the area including displaced communities from the north, say, the old Mana Road was in fact the road they used before 1984 to travel between Moosali and even Jaffna and Puttalam. Since it was reopened at the beginning of 2010, they have begun using it again instead of the Puttalam-Madavachia road, as it covers a shorter distance of 100 kilometers as opposed to 185 kilometers.
Specifically, it is important for IDPs where they have evicted from north to other part of Sri Lanka in 1990. Now they all have been living in Puttalam for a long time. Now is the time them to return there. Therefore, this road will facilitate the IDPs to return, where if the road is closed, they have to travel more than 235 kilometers. If the road is open, it's just 77 kilometers. Therefore, what I feel is this road is very essential for IDPs to their easy return.
அவ்வாறு போகிறதுக்கு இந்த ரோட் எங்களுக்கு முக்கியம். ஏனென்றால் கடந்த 20 வருஷம் நாங்கள் வறுமையில் பொருளாதார ரீதியாக பல கஷ்டங்களுக்கு மத்தியில் வாழ்ந்தபோது கடந்த காலங்களில் பாவித்த மதவாச்சி ஊடாக போகிறது எங்களை நீண்ட தூரம் போகிறதும் அதுக்கு பல செலவுகள் இருக்கிறபடியாலேயும் நாங்கள் தற்போது இந்த ரோட்டை பாவிப்பது எங்களுக்கு குறுகிய தூரத்தில் குறுகிய செலவில் எங்களுக்கு அந்த ரோட்டை பாவிப்பதனூடாக எங்களோட இடத்துக்கு மேலே சென்று எங்களோட பொருளாதார இதுகளை வளப்படுத்தி கொள்ளலாம் என்று சொல்லி நாங்கள் கருதுகிறோம். ஆகவே இந்த ரோட் எங்கள் கடந்த கால 20 வருஷ வறுமையை நீக்கி எங்களோட பொருளாதார ரீதியாகவும் மேலும் எங்களோட இதுகளை வளப்படுத்துறதுக்கு இந்த ரோட் முக்கியமாக கருதுகிறோம்.
What they are saying is this road is not exist, but if you take the 1938 Gazette, what was declared the Wilpattu National Park, the Gazette itself say that the west coast is the Manar-Puttalam road. That's the first evidence. The second evidence what I want to emphasize is they say that this road is constructed by the forces for their security purpose. Now the security purpose is completed, therefore the road has to be closed. But what I want to say is this road is existing from historical time. If you take the Ibn Battuta time, Ibn Battuta was using this road. Therefore, what I want to tell is this road should be continuously used by the people, and same time the environmentalists should think that the environmental protection should consider the people participation.